Hey, it's Mr. Lankett here. We are working on our 2 projects for the week. Today, if you haven't gotten them finished, you can do it with me, or you can just follow along until the point where you got lost, and you can see what you need to do from there. So we are going to start off with E05 practice, and this time I'm going to show the screen. Okay. E05 practice is very easy. It's not difficult to do at all. There is some formatting and stuff like that that is required. Not difficult at all to do. You can easily get that stuff done. So, lesson 5 practice. Now, the header. Real quick, if you don't remember how to do the header, there's the page layout button right here if you want to get there quickly, or you can go to View, Page Layout, and here you can find the header stuff. You can just go ahead and type in, and then use the code. It says the date code in the middle, so that's, you get header and footer tools when you find yourself in the header and footer. And the automatically inserting, automatically updating current date is right there. And if you click on the right-hand side, it wants you to do a page number, and the current updating page number thing is right here. Okay. So what you can do now is get down into this regular area, because if you don't go down into the regular area and click out of the headers, you'll never get back to the normal view. You go View, you go Normal, or you can use this button down here to do a normal view again. Okay, and now you're back to the normal view. Okay, and that was the headers. Super simple, super easy stuff. If you recall, if you need to have a reminder, Google Sheets. On the Google Sheets, if you are trying to do the header stuff, it is somewhat simple, but not as simple as it is in Excel. First, you got to go to File. Then you got to go to Print. It moved on me. File, Print. Okay. Then down here is the header and footer options. Edit the custom fields. And then you can go into these 3 areas, put your name, and then put in the date, and then put in the page. Okay. And then confirm it. But we're going to cancel out because I don't need to do that. I don't want to update this thing. All right, so back to the Excel. All right, that's that thing. Now, click cell J3. J3. Okay, click cell J3, type 7-6-17. 7-6-17. Okay, press enter to click cell D6. Look, hashtags. Hashtags mean that it's too wide. Double click, you can actually see it now. D6. D6 is over here. We are going to say Jan for January. Okay, and press Control Enter. You stay right where we are. Now remember, many things can populate a series. If you have 2 things, like if you want a series of numbers, you say 1, you say 2, you highlight both of them, you drag them, you'll get a series, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Months and days of the week, though, are so simplistic that you could just type in one of them. Click that bottom little green box there that's called the fill handle, click and drag it all the way over to where it's June. Okay. Drag the fill handle right through cell I6 to automatically fill with the series of month labels. Okay. Now drag over the range D7 to I7. D7 to I7. That's these $150 ones right here. Okay. Now drag the fill handle down through cell I14. So get the fill handle, the little green box, click it, drag it all the way down to Dorothy Stewart line 14. Okay. Now you've just filled in all of these as $150. Okay. Oh, good times. All right, click cell D14. That's how it gives you a little bit of change. It automatically updated everything that's looking at D14 as a cell that needs to be calculated. Everything changed. It says press tab. Now we're going to go over here to E14. Okay. And we're going to type in 50 and press tab. Okay. Now go D14 to E14. D14 to E14. Now, we've got two things that seem to be in a series of increasing by $25 each time. Click the little fill handle here on the bottom of E14 and drag all the way across to June, the I column. Now it updates 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. That is a series. Okay. Now drag over the range C6 to J6. C6 all the way to J6. All these labels here. C6 to J6. All right. Now this is doing it the hard way. Press Alt to get the little boxes that can do stuff. Press H to go to the Home tab. Okay. Now we're going to do an alignment to the right. We're going to align these to the right-hand side of the cell. So this is the right alignment. You can use AR. So type in AR to change the alignment to the right. So it's hold down, press the Alt key to get these little black boxes that allow you to type in your destination. You type in H to go to the Home tab, and then you type in AR to get to the right alignment happening. Okay. Now, if you can't really do that, if you're a little short on that kind of thing, Alt thing, you can just click on click right, and it'll do the same thing. Okay. Super simple, super easy stuff. Click on cell C3. C3 to select it. Okay. Let's wrap text on this line here. Go ahead up here, just above Merge and Center. Let's go to wrap text. Clicky. Ugh, oh, that's a little gross. Click cell C7. C7. Okay. Type in Clark, Joe. Okay. Press enter. Now we're going to see if we can get that autofill thing to do. That flash fill. Type. We're doing last name, comma, first name. So type in HI. Oh, look at that. It's filling in automatically. And now the rest of them fill in with the flash fill. Woohoo! Now go A7 to B14. Okay. Now go here to where it says clear, and it's got the little pink eraser on it in the editing section. If you have just the word editing, you may have to click on editing to get a drop-down menu, and clear will be one of the options in the drop-down menu. Click it and say clear contents. Clear contents. That takes out the names. Okay. Now drag over A and B column by clicking on the A and then holding it and dragging all the way to B. Okay. Now click on the right-hand side of B column. Click and hold. Drag it down until it says a width of 1.0. Shrink it down to a skinny little line. 1.0, let go. Now A and B are two skinny little rows. Now click on column J header. Go to the right-hand side of J, double click. Okay. Now column J is just big enough, if you didn't do that already, column J is just big enough to handle the size of the date that we entered earlier. Okay, before it was doing that hashtag thing because it was like, I don't have enough room for this stuff. Now if you double click on column J, it fits it to where the date can be seen. Magic. All right, that's called auto fit. All right, now step 27. drag over the column headers for column D through column I. Column headers D through I. Highlight the columns D through I. On the Home tab, which we are already at, go to Format. Okay. Format. Column width. Exact sizing column width. Okay. Format column width. You get the column width pop up. Type in, what is it? 8.43. 8.43. Say OK. Doop. They all dupe down to the proper level. Okay. Double click on column C's header, the right border, to auto fit column C. Ah, much better, much better. Double click on column C's right side to auto fit that one. Okay. Now go to row 3. Double click on the bottom of row 3 to auto fit row 3. Also column 6. Double click on column 6's bottom to auto fit that one. Okay. Click on cell C1. C1. This is a merged cell going all the way across from C to J. Click on cell C1. Home tab. Format again. Row height. We're going to type in the exact row height that we want to see. Click on row height. Give me 52. 52 is the row height. Okay. Now click OK. Or press enter. Either one. Now we're going to middle align it. So it should be middle aligned here. Right? It's already centered. Okay. If it's already centered, don't click on it. All right, now save your work. That's it. That's all she wrote. Now the Excel spreadsheet version, the Google Sheets version of that, also super simple and easy. Okay. I showed you how to do the thing. First thing we're going to do is that date. Going to go to J6. We're going to type in the date. 7/6/17. Okay, we're going to go over here and say January. So Jan. And then we're going to press enter. And then we're going to go back to that box and we're going to say click the blue box because it's blue in Google Sheets for no particular reason. Click and drag and it automatically does the thing that it's supposed to do. Click and drag through here and drag all the way down to line 14 for that group there. Okay. Now, once again, change this to 25, press tab, change this to 50. Okay, shift tab actually takes you back to the 25. Okay, highlight the two that you want to have in the series, click and drag across. Everything that relies upon these has also changed. You can see it. There you go. Okay. All right. C6 to J6. All of these client names, we're going to shoot on over to the right-hand side. Now, let's see. Does this alt thing work? No, it does not, because this is a web page. Okay, so we're just going to have to manually align it to the right, like we normally do. Okay. All right. Now, can we do this wrap text thing on C3? That is something we can do. Yes. Okay. Next wrapping. We're going to wrap around. So you'll use the text wrapping option here and wrap around. Or you could also format text wrapping, wrap. That's another way to get this done. Now, remember, it's god awful and ugly, but later on we double click on this to make sure it gets to the right size. All right, now client name. This thing, you're kind of screwed on this one, guys. So let's see, Clark, comma Joe. Press enter. Okay. It doesn't seem to work, so you're just gonna have to do it this way. You're just gonna have to type it in, Google Sheets users. That's what you get for not paying the money to you hit Microsoft Office. Oh, life is unfair and it sucks. Sorry. Okay, resize this to an appropriate size on column C, just like we have here in column C in the Excel spreadsheet. Size it out appropriately. Do all these names like you're supposed to. Whoa, don't do that. Watch this. It's just going to copy Gary Stevens. See, the flash fill thing is not necessarily something that works too well in Google Sheets. So, sorry, Charlie. Okay, now A7 to B14. A7 to B14, we're going to go ahead and clear contents. The other way to clear contents is extremely simple. Just press delete. You thought it was going to be hard, didn't you? Yeah, just press delete. The contents of the cells go away, leaving the formatting. B column, highlight A column and B column. Click on the right-hand side of B column, get that arrow, move it on down, squish. Okay, squish to an appropriate size. All right, that's about what it needs to be. That's about a size 1 there. Ish. So squeeze it down by about that much, and then you should be good to go there as far as I'm concerned. Column J. Double click on the right-hand side of column J to resize it appropriately. Okay, now it's appropriately sized, I guess. And D through I. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's not really going to give you the option. Where are you? Size up D through I, just about the same size-ish that you see on the paper and the picture in the book. Okay. 3 and 6. Double click on the bottom of 3 and 6. If it needs to be resized, it'll resize them. But looks like everything was working out fine already. Okay, C1. Highlight C1. Okay, height of 52. So eyeball it a little bit. Oh, that's what they wanted. I'm sorry. In the Excel spreadsheet, they wanted you to do the middle alignment. Okay, not just centering, but middle as well. So they made it tall, and above the left, right, center, there is top, middle, bottom. They wanted middle alignment. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what they were talking about. I thought they just meant centering. Yeah, use the middle alignment to put the words in the middle and the center of this square here. Okay, so vertical alignment is where you would find this in the Google Sheets area. We put it in the middle vertical alignment, just like that. Okay. All right, now that is pretty much everything. Save your work there for the Google Sheets. Okay. Now E07 practice. Once again, super simple, super easy stuff. Not at all difficult in any way, shape, or form. Let's flip on over to that page. Okay, so I just showed you how to do the header and footer. I'm sorry, the header. We're not going to go over that again. You can do the same thing on the header on your own time, but I'm going to show you how to do the things that you need to do to get this done. Let's go to B12. B12 is right here. Okay. On B12, we're going to do the old school formula type calculation. We're going to say equal sign to get math started. And we're going to say B6 I'm sorry, B8, B9, B10, B11. We're going to add all those together. So B8 plus, use the keyboard for it, B9 plus B10 plus B11. Okay? Press enter twice. Go down to the percentage line. Now, remember, in this practice, it is going to give you a screwed up answer because we're not going far enough to where it'll have something to give you an answer. But show me that you can do divisional kind of things. Let's say equals B12 divided by G12. Type in G12 or go over there and click it. Okay? Now remember, currently there is nothing in G12. That essentially to Excel registers as 0. Okay? So it's going to be B12, 2,390 divided by 0, which is not a thing that Excel does because Excel knows the math rule that you cannot divide by 0. So press enter, and you are going to get a thing that says divide by 0, exclamation point, hashtag, and all that stuff. And that's an error code. That's basically like, hey, this is screwed up. This doesn't work. I can't do this because it's a divide by 0 that you're asking me to do. Okay, now click on cell C12. C12, go ahead and say equals sum parentheses C8 colon dot dot. So that's going to be holding down shift and pressing the key right next to the L key. It's the next one next to the L key. Hold on shift. Hit that double dot colon C11. Okay. C8 to C11. Sum C8 to C11. Okay. Don't forget the parentheses. Don't forget the equal sign in front of everything. Press enter. Okay. Now give me G8. G8, weekly total. Now, say equal sign, B8 plus C8 plus D8 plus E8 plus F8. Press enter. Okay. That is it. Super simple, super easy stuff. Is there even a need to try and do this in Excel because it's different? Not even remotely. It's not even close to being any kind of different to where you would need to have any kind of special instruction to complete this in Google Sheets, with the exception of the header, and we already figured that out earlier in the video. Okay, so super duper extra super easy stuff. All right, that's E7 practice. That is all you have to do there. Good times. All right. Chat. Any questions, chat? Any questions for the group? Anybody have any issues? Boy, I hope not, because that was like some super duper easy stuff right there. All right, good times, folks. That is it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. We can stay, you guys can